Yes, I'm here to pick up Darlene Michaud. Michaud. Yes. Number 6. Okay, thanks. Bye-bye. Hi everyone, it's me, Darlene. I am in my car waiting to pick up my Walmart groceries, as you might have just heard. And I'm going to crack my window open and pop the trunk. Where is it?
1075 Frank FM.
The last time I came, 2 times ago, I recorded from here. That must be the message telling me my order is ready. But I already knew that. And I have to call them when I come here because I can't get the app on my phone because my phone is too old for things like apps. All right, so what was I going to say? 2 times ago I came here and I chatted with you guys, and then I had to move because I didn't want to look like I'm still waiting for groceries, and it was sunny, and I ended up talking to you guys in my driveway. And I've only been one other time since. But wait a minute, that was even before my trip to Mississippi. Yes, it was, because I think I talked about that trip there in that car vlog. But anyway, I came once since my trip, and I had to wait 40 minutes because they forgot about me. I waited about 20, and I was like, finally grabbed somebody. It was busy, so I thought they're just busy. And I told her, I said, you know, some cars came after me and left before me. And she says, oh, we don't have you in the queue. And she says, we'll be right out with it. I said, okay. And I kept waiting and waiting and waiting. And I called them again. And she goes, well, you have to wait because we didn't know you were here. And I said, but you did know I was here because I called as soon as I came. And they said they'd be right out. I said, you guys just forgot to put me in the queue. And now you put me in the queue and I'm still waiting. She goes, well, yeah, you have to wait. And I said, no, you should have put me at the beginning of the queue because I had been waiting for so long. It was just the only time that I've ever had it be weird here. And I was in a rush to get home for something. I can't remember. Oh, I was having a sale, a fabric sale, and I needed to get back to my computer. But anyway, that's the only time that I had issues. But I remember the time that I was here with you guys, the person didn't say thank you, if I remember right. So we'll see if we get a thank you this time. Okay, I haven't done any kind of a car vlog since my trip because I don't really do car vlogs anymore, but I think I will start doing them now and then. And I will move after I get the groceries, but there's no sunshine, thank goodness, so I'm just gonna go park somewhere else. My trip was, it was a trip. It was a trip. I got there, I survived it, I came home. I immediately threw myself into work. My mother is still in a home. Looks like that's her new home, is a home. So I'm alone, and it's still very weird to me because airplanes. I feel like I have to do this and I have to do that. And I'm still listening for her to call me for something, and that's just not happening. But we do talk on the phone, and that in itself can be stressful for those of you who know, have been with me for a long time. You know how it is with me and my mother, and it's just, even that can be stressful. Still can't visit her. We were going, oh my God, she's here. It's the same one from last time. Hi.
Hi, what's the name of the order?
Darlene Michaud.
And do you want me to just put it in your trunk?
Yes, everything in the trunk. Okay. Thanks. Is that it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you already approved it.
Let's see if she can open it. Ah, she did. All right, I'll talk to you in a minute. Oh no, I'm supposed to keep you here. We have to see if she's gonna say thank you after. It's not the same one that forgot me the last time. I thought it was. I don't know if you can hear me whispering. Where did I leave off? What was I talking about? I don't have very much. Should not take her long. Box of hamburger patties.
Do you want your eggs up with you?
No, in the back. I say everything in the trunk, and then they ask me if I want my eggs. If I would have wanted the eggs, I would have said everything in the trunk, but I'll take the eggs up front. Anyway, I just got things that I needed. I did get a little thing of prunes for my mother because I can drop stuff off to her. Thank you very much. You have a good day too. Yay. Okay, let's go park somewhere else. Can I keep you on my dash? Let's try that. You're on my purse.
Average risk. It seems like you...
Radio off. I just don't want to stop quick. My camera go flying. I haven't done anything with my windshield mounts in forever. No ride-alongs or anything like that. Maybe this summer. Okay, I have all kinds of choices since there's no sunshine. How about, well, let's go where I can pull forward to leave. Okay, we made it. Yes, my mother in a home, visitations. I learned that they were shut down all year last year, and by talking to a man who happened to be dropping something off for his wife when I was dropping something off for my mother, he said he hadn't seen his wife in over a year, and I thought, well, that's weird because they told me I could visit my mother, but then they ended up having a COVID outbreak. So he said, I says, I thought they were having, he says, yes, he said they had just opened up. He goes, I had an appointment to see her, but I missed the appointment. I had the wrong time. I came at the wrong time, something like that. He said, so they told me to reschedule. He says, and then the next thing I know, they're telling me they have a COVID outbreak, so no visitations. And I didn't realize that they had just recently opened up, and I think that's like just about when my mother got there. She went to this home the same day that I went to Mississippi. She was in another home and they transferred her. So she's in my town now, so that's very convenient. But anyway, so COVID. Okay, so couldn't visit her. She was just coming up to when her 2 weeks quarantine was over, and I could have gone to see her by appointment in a separate room. Nobody is allowed to go into the nursing home yet. And then COVID, they had 3 positives, and then they retested, and they had 5 positives, and then they tested again, and it was negative across the board, and I think they tested again, negative across the board, and I think they have to have 1 more negative across the board, and then we'll be able to visit. Is that my sister? No, it isn't. Again, by appointment and in a separate room, so that outsiders don't walk around through the building. But they said that, you know, they're hoping everything is back to normal by this summer. But up to now, I can at least drop things off at the door to her. The other place she was in, they didn't want any food or anything dropped off because they had to leave everything outside for 24 hours because of the virus. You could drop off like clothing, and they just left it in a bin outside before they brought it in. So they didn't want food. And I couldn't even on her birthday bring her a piece of cake. She turned 98 in a home with no one. Little would I have thought that she would spend a birthday completely alone like that. And I even called the kitchen, and I couldn't talk to an actual person, and I left a message asking them if they could at least please see to it that she could get a piece of cake for her birthday, and no, she didn't get that. So, but this place I can bring things. So she wants some prunes to snack on, and I got her a bag of prunes. I usually have them for her at home, but I didn't have any. She had run out, and she still had snacky things at home. So I'm going to put together a little care package tomorrow and bring it. That will be her 3rd. She gets like puddings and jellos and, you know, things that don't need refrigeration, and some cookies and some Milky Ways, stuff like that. So that's that for that. And I just keep myself busy with my fabric sales and recording when I can. This month is really lousy for advertising dollars. I mean, the views too are not that great, but it's just one of those things. Where are we? This is April, right? I have more fun when things are, you know, earning. You would think that if things don't earn as much, I would want to be more encouraged to do something different or something new, but I just know that it goes like that with YouTube, and I could work my ass off trying to pump out perfect videos that I think would earn, and they won't, and it gets discouraging. So I just thought, I'm just going to record if I feel like it, and that's it. We'll let this month go by, and maybe March? No, May. Maybe May will be better. I just dropped off 17 packages in my post office mailbox because I am petrified of my mail carrier. He doesn't like that he has to pick up a lot of packages at my house. So now, if there are things that can fit in the P.O. box, and I'm almost thinking that one day there'll be a note there, please do not drop off all your packages in this box, because I'm sure they don't like that either. They would rather I just bring them in. But they offer a frigging pickup service. I schedule for pickup, and it's always like a hassle, and so I did 17 of them so that I would give him at least a few less packages. He's going to have a shitload on the porch tomorrow. And so what? And then they don't return my boxes, and I hate that. I need my boxes for storage. So I try to put things in bags and other things. And I don't know, I'm rambling about stuff you don't give a flying fuck about, I'm sure. I don't think there's really anything else. That's my whole life right now, is just work, because I have nothing else to do. I don't have to help my mother to the bathroom, make her food. I still feed the squirrels, but very little now. I mean, I just put enough food, and I don't just feed them constantly all day, because I used to do that because that was my mother's entertainment, to watch all the squirrels right at her sliding glass door. But now, you know, I still feed them. I still feed the nighttime animals. I put dog and cat food and stuff out there, but, you know, I'm not sitting on her side to watch them. When she was there, you know, I would get up often from either sewing or, you know, cutting fabric, or at my computer, just to walk and go on her side and see, you know, do they need any more food out there? So, you know, it used to give me that. And of course, she always had her TV on, and it was always so loud that I never had to turn mine on during the day. I would just listen from afar to whatever she was watching. So there was somebody there in the house, and, you know, I don't really like being alone. Yeah, I don't know. It's hard to explain. I think I would, but I think it's still just so different for me. And, you know, I'm just anxious to, you know, see Derek and Skylar again. She's supposed to be coming, and Derek too, this summer. And then I'm supposed to go back in August. And I still would love to have an apartment there. But then, you know, the more I think about it, it's like, for how seldom I would actually be using that apartment, I would probably be better off just having an extended stay room. I mean, those are pretty expensive, but for a month, it's no more expensive than an apartment, and I don't have to have a year lease. So I need to look at that, but the only thing is that there isn't really anything right near Derek. I would probably be anywhere from 30 minutes to an hour away, which would suck, but I don't know. I might try it when I go in August. Oh my God. A million frigging empty spaces, and I have to have a car right next to me. I thought she was going to be the kind of person that leaves a car running. Am I even recording? Oh my God, I would have been so pissed if I wasn't. That happens sometimes. People take a long time. When I park, I shut my car off, and I immediately get out and go to the store, unless I'm talking to you. But she's not talking to anybody. She doesn't have an audience. Let's see how long it takes her. Why why does it make me so, it just makes me so nervous that there's people in this world. It's not even a matter that she's right next to me. It's just that people exist. Oh, there's people over there. There's people everywhere. Oh my God, she's gonna get out. She's taking her sweet time. How can anything take so long? Oh, there, she did it. I should start to clap. Yay! Now I want to watch and see how slow she walks. I'm anxious to get home. I just got a box of fabric yesterday. I think it was delivered, and I just opened it before I came out to pick up my groceries. Oh, that's right. I better not forget that I have groceries in the trunk. I'm anxious to get home and do some more cutting, and I will talk to my mother again. I try to talk to her 2 to 3 times per day. My sister calls her. She has a friend who calls her. She doesn't like it much in a home. I knew she wouldn't. I knew she was going to be in complete shock at the lack of care that she would get. You know, even though I wasn't with her, I mean, I was in the house 24/7, but even though I wasn't like in her room constantly watching TV, I was there. I was a person in the house. And if she needed me, I was there. And, you know, they don't come running when you call them in a nursing home. And she's not a happy camper. And I knew that it would be very, very difficult for her and for them and also for me if she was in a home. You know, yeah, everybody used to say, let's see, everybody used to say, oh, you'd be so free. And, you know, it's still very, very stressful. She calls and she's all upset and mad. The nurses call and tell me your mother is almost impossible. And it must be just telling me that the Wi-Fi is going off and on because there's no texts. Yeah, so I get calls about her being unruly, and I'm like, yes. And they're like, you know, they don't know her. They think it's her age. It's like, no, that's what I lived with my whole life. That's what I grew up with. So it's different. Let's just say that. But I can't go back to taking care of her in the house. I just wouldn't be able to now that I've had a break from that. It's she's too weak, and she really needs to be there. She should be moving to another wing where she'll be in the long-term section, and at that point we'll be able to bring her lift chair. That's going to help the nurses a lot because she won't just be flat in a bed all day. They try to get her up to sit in a straight, you know, a chair, but that's not comfortable for her, and it hurts her legs and all that. So they mainly leave her in her bed. She does get up, though, to walk to the bathroom. She's, you know, not on a bedpan, doesn't have a catheter or anything like that at this point. So she does get that little bit of exercise. She does still have some therapy right now, but I don't know if that continues when she's in long term. I have to find out about that. You know, and I just try to tell her, try to stay strong, try to do your exercises with therapists, and because, you know, I would be able to bring her out, and I would bring her out, go for rides. I can even take her to the house if she wants to spend a couple hours there, just to, you know, just to be back to old times. A couple hours. Those are the key words. Realistically, I don't think she'll want to go out too much, but it will be nice when I can at least visit and, you know, whatever. All right, I'm going to hang up now. Thank you so much for watching. I will be back with more soon. Bye.